Welcome to Alina Crochets. This podcast is where I share with you my love of crocheting, my love of yarn, and having fun with both. Thank you to new and returning viewers and subscribers. For the month of March, this is episode 30, and I thought I would do something a little different, and that is because I'm teaching a class, beginner crochet, refresher course in crochet stitches, and how to create a simple top in on April 29th, 2023 in New York City with the New York City Crochet Guild. So the items I'm going to show you today are related to that class and how you can have fun with the yarn, the stitches to create simple tops and tees. And so let's begin. What am I wearing? I am wearing one of the tops that I'm going to teach in the class. This is just a simple orange top, and I've done it in a different shade as well. And what I've done is I've just taken a variety of single crochet stitches and mixed and matched them in this top. And so here, what you can see is I have a simple row of single crochet. Then I interchanged single crochet with some chain stitches here. And then I did the same thing here just to mix and match the stitches so that you can see that single crochet is a versatile stitch and it creates a lovely top. And then I just crocheted around the arms and then just left a simple boat neck. So this one is a boat neck top where I didn't really do any shoulder additions. So I just matched the two pieces together and crocheted them, the seams here and the seams on the bottom. I'm sorry, on the side. So let's begin with some finished objects. And what I did was I created this top again in Lion Brand skein tones because I wanted to see how that yarn worked up in different stitches. So what I did is I used the skein tones Lion Brand because I had this in the house, and one of the rules that I'm trying to do for 2023 is not to buy more yarn, just try to use up the yarn that's in my house. However, I had run out of the 10 balls, I think, of skein tones, so I had to purchase 4 more so that I could finish the tops that I had created. But that was just one purchase that I made just for that particular top because I wanted it for the class. So this is the yarn. So some of the colors, this is mahogany. This is cocoa. This is truffle. And this is cedarwood. So these are 4 of the colors that I used in the tops, but I think it comes with a total of 8 to 10 different colors, ranging from beige to peach to a dark brown. So here are the tops. So this is one of the tops that I created, and it's exactly the same top that I'm wearing in orange, but I did it in brown. And what happens is when you create this top here, the reason that it goes in a little bit, because when you switch the stitches to a single crochet and chain, it pulls it in a little bit, so it gives you a little bit more detail, so it's just not as straight. It'll hug your waist and come out on your hips. And I thought that was a fun added piece to it when you switch stitches from single crochet and then when you're doing it with chains and single crochets throughout. So these 3 rows are single crochet with chains. So it's going to pull it in a little bit and then it pulls it back out when I go back to single crochet. So this is a variety of the colors from skein tones, and the front and the back are the same. One of the other tops is this one here in skein tones. So what I wanted to do was just give you a variety of different ways a top can be created. I did not just a boat neck, but I gave a little shoulder so it can have a little square neck. And then I'll stand up. What I wanted also to show that you could do service crochet on single crochet, and then you have double crochet. So just mixing and matching the stitches to create a top in a variety of colors. So I didn't stop there. I just love the way the yarn was working, and it's pretty soft, and I just enjoyed working with it, so I just continued. So here I created a directional crochet top using all the colors. And again, I did a boat neck top, and I used single crochet for the shoulders. But here you can see, I'll stand, you can see the different colors. You can see the beige, the peach, and you can see how it goes from light to dark. I think this is the darkest one. I just love the way the colors work together. And you can do more with it and create different things with it than just dolls because of the skin tones. I just love the way the skin tones work with the top. The last one that I created with the yarn is a simple one, but it was a granny square. I just wanted to see how the colors work together in a granny square. And you can see I started with the dark color and I worked out. Now, the tops might not have all the same colors because I was trying to use up what I had. So if I ran out one color might not be seen, but one top has all of them. And then this is the back. So mostly in these tops, I tried to stay with the same theme. So the other top that I showed you has a shell stitch in the back. And I just mix and match double crochet, single crochet with shell stitches. And this is this one here. And this is the top that's going to be featured in the class. I just love the colors, and I will work with some more later, but I'm just not going to buy any more right now. I have these left, so I'm going to try to use these up, and then that'll be it for the skin tones. Experimenting with different yarns and different styles for these simple tops. So here's another one I did. So most of the tops that I showed you already was with 4-ply yarn. So this is another one I did with purple and white. And I just wanted to add like solid stitches with lace stitches here, as you can see, and in the back and the front of the same. And the thing with these tops is you can make them as short as you want or as long as you want, because you can extend the pattern longer or from the top up. And then you can make it short, so you can cut it, like if you want to, you could start at the purple and go up as opposed to starting at the white. So here's a top that I created in orange with 3-ply yarn. And the front is created with ice yarns. It was a multicolored yarn. And in the past, I had created a shawl for charity in that same yarn. But because I only had one ball of this yarn, I had to find another yarn that was comparable to it. So I found my Bernat Softy Baby yarn, which is a size 3. And then just use that for the back. And I love the way the shell stitches came out. And in this one too, how the shell stitches came out. And this is the same pattern I did in the brown here. The patterns take on a different look depending on the yarn you use and the size of the yarn. So here's the top again. So one last top that I was experimenting with was a size 2 yarn. And it's this one here. And if you remember, this is the yarn that I had left over from my Christmas top with the gingerbread. And I just wanted to see how it worked up. So I just let it stripe it on its own. And then I had to find a yarn that was similar to it in color. And I went through my stash and I found this knit and crochet yarn called Bliss. And it was almost the same texture, weight, and the colors. It's just that this one had gray, a little gray in it, as the other one just had green, white, and red. I think it worked up nicely. And then what happened is I didn't realize that I had more balls of this one. So I had to find another yarn to finish the top. So this yarn here is a different yarn altogether. And that one is called Favorito Plus. I have it in the blue. But I used the beige one in this color. And this is one of the companies that was featuring crochet at Vogue Knitting, and I picked up 2 balls. I picked up the blue one and the brown one. And when you look at it, it looks like it matches, that it was part of the multicolor one on the bottom. And then I just used it on the sides. So I think I like the way it comes. I'm sorry, I think I like the way it came out. So I think I'm gonna leave it and just see how it looks, because I was debating if I should just take out the brown, and since I found this one, to add it. But I think I just like the different yarns together. And the way that yarn came out, I just love the way the pattern worked, because it looks like I striped it, but that's just how the yarn worked. So I'm so excited about my class. So I'm going to show you some works in progress. What happened is I had found these pieces here. This is with Lion Brand's basic yarn. And I decided that I would finally finish the top with these 2. But I don't have any more yarn of this one. So I'm trying to mix and match it. And I have this one here called Schitt's Creek yarn. And I got it on clearance, and this is Rosebud Motel. So I think it might work with this one. So we'll see. It might be too light, so I'll see how it comes out. If not, I have the Lion Brand 1 pounder in burgundy. So I might use this. I think it's like a goldish brown. So I don't know if I wanted to use brown with it. I might just use the skin tones with it, because that might be a better match with the colors, since I have some left over. And so I'm still debating how I'm gonna fix that. But here again, I love mixing stitches with single crochet, and then I love to put in like lace stitches. So this is the shell stitch, and this one's a little different shell stitch than I normally make. But I just love the textures that the various yarns give and the various stitches give. So I had to experiment with some more yarn. So I did it with 100% wool. And this is 1 ball of yarn. I think I got it at the Sheep and Wool Festival. I think it's about 225 yards. I love the way the colors work. So now I'd probably just use a solid brown or tan or beige. I have a lot of beige wool yarn, so I might just mix it with that one to finish the top. Another one is, I had some leftover Peyton's off-white and black yarn, and I decided to make a top. But I did this with the V-neck. I love V-necks because I don't like a lot of stuff on my neck. This one's not too bad, but a true boat neck I don't particularly like. So in this one I used the beige, and I did a single crochet with a griddle stitch. Then I did double crochet, and then the inspiration for this top was this yarn here, Tweed by Knit Picks. I love the way the off orange or burnt orange was mixed with specks of black and off-white, and I mixed it with double crochet, single crochet, and shell stitches. So then I just decided to follow the color scheme all the way up, and I just had a little bit of this black and gray that I found, 100% wool. This is shepherd's wool, and I just decided to add that in there just as a little twist, and then do the black and the white. So the thing about it is to figure out the back is trying to match this color here. I think I found one that's just a solid, and use that with the black and the white to finish the back of the top. So one more top that I want to finish is this pineapple top. I did do one before with the pineapple, but I want to try it in a heavier yarn. So either a 3-ply or a 4-ply yarn to see how it comes out. But I love the pineapple stitches, and I got this off of Pinterest. That completes my unfinished objects, and now I'll just show you some yarns that I purchased at Vogue Knitting. And what happened is they had several companies there. They had some new companies, but I thought I would try some different yarns and stuff. So I got this one called Langoon DHG yarn, which is 100% cotton. I'm sorry, which is 70% recycled wool, 20% polyamide, and 10% other fibers. So I got it in this pink color, this orange color, and this like brownish color. And I'm gonna mix the three of them together, and it should be enough for a front and a top. And the reason that I'm focusing just on tops as opposed to sweaters is that I started a different job outside of the house. I've been working remotely for 3 years. And when I got to the office, it was just too hot. They had heat. So I would put on one of the sweaters and I was burning up. So I decided that if I wanted to make some tops to wear to work, I would just do tops and not sweaters, because the sleeves would just add too much to it and it was overheating me. And then the sweaters would just sit here. So I wanted to wear more of my crochet stuff. So I said I would make more tops or vests so that I could wear with shirts. And then when the summer comes, I could just put a little tank top on under it and wear it that way. So another yarn company that I purchased from was the Camilla Fiber Company. And I love this yarn. And I got 2 of them. And one is, this is CFC Merino Sport 100% Merino Wool in Carnation. And this is 328 yards. And then the other color that I'm going to mix it with is CFC White Tweed Fingering Yarn. And this is 84% merino, 16% dongle, and this is 437 yards. So this is a little bit thicker than this one, but it should work fine. And this is called Pink Amethyst. And this is super wash, and this says hand wash. So that completes my acquisitions for this month. I'm trying to be good and just go in my yarn stash to use the yarns, because I have a lot of yarn. And so like the next episode, I will show you some of the yarns that I'm still waiting to use. And I decided that only if it's necessary to buy yarn, but just don't buy yarn because I like it, because it's just too much. And we're going to see how that goes for the whole year. And I'm trying to stick to that. So thank you for watching this episode. Please like and subscribe to my channel. And remember, no yarn is off limits when crocheting. Have a great day.